Howdy everybody, welcome to the new episode of Non-Scripted Ramblings, and today is the last episode in my lead up to Avengers Infinity War, because today we're talking about Black Panther finally. This is it, you guys. I can't actually believe we've done it, we've made it successfully, watched all these movies together. And talked about them, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, Black Panther is the last movie before Infinity War. God, I'm so scared, but it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Okay, so Black Panther. I watched the trailer for this just then because I wanted to compare it to, like, having seen the movie 3 times now. Wanted to see how the trailer held up in retrospect, I guess, afterwards. Yeah, really well. It's a really good trailer. The Black Panther trailer was quite good. In terms of what it shows you, it does show you a lot of the different action scenes and the set pieces that go on throughout in the movie, but it doesn't really tell you too much about the plot. Like, you know who the bad guys are, you know who the good guys are, you see Wakanda in all its glory. It's great, but it does a really good job of getting the hype going for the movie, which is super cool. But yes, the movie Black Panther is just, what can I say? I mean, it gets better with every watch, to be honest. Like I said, I've seen it 3 times, and it's really good. I mean, I think, I've definitely enjoyed it each time I've gone back to watch it. It's really well done. It's really well shot and crafted and scripted and acted and everything. It's very, very good. It's one of Marvel's best origin films, I think, for one of their superheroes, definitely. Where do I start? I mean, Chadwick Boseman obviously nails it again as Black Panther. We were introduced to him as T'Challa in Civil War, just before the death of his father, King T'Chaka, at the United Nations when Baron Zemo attacked, disguised as Bucky. Obviously that was huge. And he was great in that movie, and then he's basically taken his performance in that and just amplified it for this one, and he's so good. What I like with this as well is comparing Black Panther to Thor, because I feel like Wakanda is like the new Asgard, in terms of, like, it's, even though it's on Earth still, but it's still otherworldly. Like, there's really not another place on Earth like it at all, and it's kind of separate from everything, and also with the royal family kind of stuff going on, like, same with Asgard with Thor. In the first Thor film, obviously, I mean, the difference between is that I feel like T'Challa is definitely much more level-headed, and just he's not stupid and hot-headed like Thor was. Like Thor in the first Thor movie, I mean, he's not now. He's learned, he's grown, he's changed. But in the first film, he was very much the stupid brat. He didn't deserve to be king yet. He had to earn it. Whereas T'Challa kind of has to step up because his father has been murdered, and but he's already there. He's ready. They don't really need to develop his character too much in this movie because he's already there. He's fine. I mean, the only development we really get is the fact that he changes his mind about what Wakanda should do with their technology, and aid in sharing that with the world. Obviously, by the end of the film, he decides to finally let the world know just how powerful Wakanda really are and how they can help everybody, which I thought was a really, really great. Obviously, it was going to happen, but yeah, I'm glad it did, because I did think it was a bit. I kind of understood why he was like, oh no, we won't share the technology because then we'll be endangering us. Wakanda won't be able to protect itself if outside forces try and penetrate, if they know about us, if they know the truth, blah, 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 and all of that. But I'm glad that they've changed, because they really are so powerful, so badass, so smart, and with all the vibranium, they can do anything. So that's a nice transition into Shuri, his younger sister, who is just wonderful. She's a tie for my favourite character in this film. I can't pick between the two. I won't tell you. I'll tell you the other character when she comes up. But yeah, Shuri is fantastic. She's awesome. Letitia Wright, I've never heard of her before, and this is the first time I've ever seen her anything, and she nails it. She's so funny. She's got so much charm to her, and she's so smart and clever. And, you know, the brother and sister bond between the two of them is awesome. It's a lot of fun to see, especially that first scene with, like, when they're in the lab together, and she's like showing him the new tech and the new suits, and you know, and the whole "what are those" line is hysterical. Yeah, really, she's great. I really like her. Gosh, what else can I say about her? I don't know. I just love her. She's fantastic. I can't wait to see her in Infinity War because she's going to be in the movie. It's, yeah, really cool. So I guess my my equal first favourite character with Shuri would have to be Okoye, hands down. Denai Guerrera, fucking, excuse my French, but she nailed it. Yeah, freaking just wonderful. Wonderful character, strong, fierce warrior. You know, I can't wait to see her in Valkyrie meet. Hopefully, in Infinity War, that'll happen. She's the general. She's Wakanda's general. She's the leader of the Dora Milaje. And they're just badass women, all of them. Yeah, love them. And she's so funny as well, and she's full of so much heart as well. Like, I have so much respect for her. She's so badass. I love her so much. One of my favorite things has to be, and actually from my favorite part of the whole movie, I think, is the scene in Korea at the casino. When they have to, you know, they hear about Ulysses Claw, played excellently and outrageously by Andy Serkis, returning from Avengers Age of Ultron, where he was previously seen. In this scene, they're trying to, you know, capture him, bring him back, you know, so they can get justice for the atrocities he did almost 30 years ago in Wakanda when Wakabi's parents were killed when he took some of the vibranium. But yeah, that scene is freaking awesome. I love it. It's so great, so funny. It's so awesome. And just Okoye has to wear a wig to blend in, and she hates it. It's just the disdain for the wig is so great. And then the fact that she just uses it as a weapon, like when she starts fighting against against Claw's henchmen, she just takes it off, throws it at him, and then just with her spear, she just spins it around her shoulders and just goes to town. It's so good. So good. I love it. I also love in the car chase when she's just sitting there so unimpressed, and she's just like, guns, so primitive. Like, I just love it. It's so cool. Yeah, she's really badass. She's hands down my favorite. And the fact that, you know, even though her and Wakabi are like, you know, lovers, it's alluded to often throughout the film. Yeah, they at the end they are at odds. They're fighting because Wakabi's been led down, you know, the path of vengeance, I guess, for lack of a better term, because, you know, his parents were killed and he wanted justice. He wanted Claw. Claw got out of there, you know, because Killmonger came in and kidnapped him after they caught him, after the whole casino and scene and car chase. So they're at odds in the final, in the third act, in the big battle in the final, and then they have this beautiful face-off where they're like, you know, ready to strike each other, and then he's just looking at her, he's just like, you would kill me, my love? And she goes, for Wakanda? Without question. And I was just like, whoa, this woman is one hell of a woman. And she really don't need no man. That was great, but I love the fact that was the final straw that made Wakabi back down, realize the error of his ways and siding with Killmonger. I totally get why he sided with him, totally do. Because, you know, he brought him, you know, the body of Ulysses Claw, which is sad that, you know, Claw has met his end. We only got him for 2 movies because Andy Serkis was loving that role. He was chewing the scenery, he was eating it up, just, Oh, it was so funny. And the fact that it's just for no reason at all, in the interrogation scene, he just freaking Everett Ross, played by Martin Freeman, walks in, sits down, and he's just singing "What Is Love" for no apparent reason, and it's so funny. It's great. Yeah, freaking yeah. So I don't know. I love so many things about this movie. I love. Yeah. Speaking, I guess no better time like the present to talk about Killmonger. If I'm gonna say his name right, Njadaka. Yeah, Njadaka. Who, that's his Wakandan name. I probably butchered the hell out of that, so I'm sorry. But yes, Eric Killmonger, yeah, just, whoa, what a good villain. What a good villain. Michael B. Jordan is such a great actor. I hope he finds more success. I'm sure he will after this. The world is definitely his oyster. But what a villain. Look, I'm super biased, and a lot of people who know me, and if you're watching this and you know me, you know that of course, if you've watched all the videos up until now, you know that I love Loki, because he's played by Tom Hiddleston, and because he's a great character, and you know, he's not just a bad guy, he's misunderstood and all of that, you know, big, epic, you know, deep, layered character Loki is. But, you know, Killmonger, a lot of people are saying they think he's probably the best villain the MCU has produced. I can't agree. I don't know if it's because I'm biased, it probably is. But that aside, that performance was incredible, and the motivations behind him made sense. He's similar to Loki in the fact that he's playing his own game for his own advantages. Like, you don't know which side he was on. You don't, because, like, you know, the whole time, for the first half of the movie, you think he's a bad guy. He's just a mercenary gone rogue, and he's just, you know, whatever. But then, you know, when Everett Ross is there in Wakanda with them and says, oh, he's one of ours. He works for the United States. And we were all like, okay, sure. But then it was, you know, soon after became clear that, yeah, he was definitely in it for himself to, you know, claim, I guess, vengeance, justice for his father, who was murdered by King T'Chaka. Well, not murdered, killed in a, you know, unfortunate situation when, you know, because his father, Njobu, played awesomely by Sterling K. Brown, was killed because he foolishly decided to help Claw get into Wakanda, which caused the death of Wakabi's parents and all of those other people, and taking the vibranium. Yeah, so, God, I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, so yeah, that was his motivation, to get to Wakanda, to get the throne, and kill T'Challa, which he almost succeeded. Almost, came very close. And then just the commentary layered into this movie, the social commentary, everything to do with just everything that Killmonger says has something to do with, you know, race and history and slavery and just the depravities of, you know, of humanity in regards to that. And it's just done so well, and it makes this movie, it takes it up to the next level. Really, when you can have a badass superhero movie that just is so cool and so fun to watch, but then at the same time you can actually put some social commentary in there in such a meaningful way and make it work well for your characters, and integrate it into their motivations and stuff. And I mean, it sucks that he was killed. I mean, I would have loved to see more Killmonger, because he was so great. But I love the last line he says. He's like, you know, bury me in the ocean with my ancestors who jumped from the ships because they knew death was better than bondage. Because before that he was like, T'Challa's like, oh, we can still save you. We could probably heal you. And he's like, no, you're just going to lock me up. May as well die. You know, I don't really want to be locked up. And then he says that epic line, and it's just like, whoa, you feel the weight behind that. You really do. And it's so important, and it's so, yeah, it's gut-wrenching. But yeah, everything in this movie is just, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's great. The action's great. I love the car chase scene and the fight scene in the casino. That's my favorite part. Like I said, it's awesome. The fighting at the end of the movie as well is really, really good. Getting to see Shuri and Nakia kick ass alongside the Dora Milaje. It's just brilliant to watch. So cool. yeah, and then, you know, and then T'Challa just he sees his father on the ancestral plane twice. First in the beginning of the movie when after he becomes king, and he's like, I'm not ready to be without you, father. And then the second time he sees him, he's like, you screwed up, Dad. You really screwed up. Like, I can't believe you left the kid behind and you've created this monster. Yeah, it was incredible. Another similarity to Thor. You know, T'Chaka, not so dissimilar to Odin, in just some really bad choices in regards to young children. Really bad. And, you know, hiding secrets, hiding the truth, you know, not good, very not good. Okay, before I wrap up, I'm just going to talk about the Stan Lee cameo. Very brief, very simple. I mean, I didn't really know going in what the cameo was going to be, but it was cool. You know, he was just at the casino chilling, you know, playing the roulette table. I think it was a roulette. I don't know. I don't really know casino games very well. Yeah, just, you know, rocks up to where Everett Ross is doing his thing, and then he's just taking all the chips, moving them to the side. Very, very cool, like fun 20-second cameo. Easy peasy. And then we had, the post-credit scenes. So initially the post-credit scenes were the United Nations one was actually the original end of the film, but they decided to go with the Oakland ending, which was, I think, perfect. I think it works so much better this way. But yeah, the United Nations scene was very fun, seeing them talk about, you know, T'Challa's just like, you know, we're gonna invite you in. You know, you're all invited to come to Wakanda. And we're gonna share our knowledge and vibranium with the world, you know. So yeah, that was really great. And then the guy's like, oh, you're just a farming nation. What are you going to share? Just you wait and see. So that's badass. And then, of course, the last post-credit scene was the excellent reveal of Bucky. He's all better now. Shuri fixed him. I love the reference early in the movie when she's like, another broken white boy for us to fix, or for me to fix. Very cool, very slick. I saw what you did there. Yeah, very cool. Cool to see Bucky, you know, up and about, not frozen anymore. Feeling a lot better by the sounds of it, even though Shuri's like that, you've still got much to learn, you know, there's more for us to teach you and to help you, so that's really, really cool. Can't wait to see him and Steve reunited in Infinity War. That's going to be a really nice moment to see. Steve's going to be so happy to see his best friend well. You know, he's not the Winter Soldier anymore. It's very exciting. There's one little bit of trivia I wanted to mention too. I think it's really cool. Lupita Nyong'o, who played Nakia, and Winston Duke, who played, oh god, what character was he? M'Baku, sorry, the leader of the Jabari tribe, M'Baku. They both went to Yale Drama School together, and they actually were friends, you know, they were friends at the time, and they're probably still friends, obviously. Anyway, yeah, they went and saw the Avengers together when it came out, and they both were like, man, wouldn't it be cool to star in a film like that one day? And look where we are now. They're both in the highest grossing superhero movie in America, and maybe soon to be worldwide. Maybe you know, who knows if the Avengers will be surpassed. Probably by the time this video comes out, it will have happened. I'm not too sure, but it's insane. So I love little things like that. It's similar when Tom Hiddleston said, he said in an interview, like, he remembers going to see Iron Man in a theatre, and going, oh, I'd love to do something like that one day. Like, how amazing would it be? And then he was cast as Loki, and the rest is history. Like, I love that so much. It's incredible. But yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. So thanks for sticking with me. This was a little long ramble today. That's okay. I have a lot to say. Black Panther is very good. So I guess, yeah, next time you see me, I'll be reacting to Avengers Infinity War with a little bit of a review for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I've been a Kendall Richardson, and you've just experienced non-scripted ramblings.